It's Friday. You know what that means. We have new content in MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty. And as always, they've just been killing with content. Today we have the Home Run Derby X drop, which is, in all honesty, I think is much better than I expected. So yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys become a channel member to receive exclusive perks such as roster update advice from someone who's made over 10 million stubs this year, one-on-one coaching, and access to the members-only Discord, link in the description. So as we can see by the calendar, today we got the Home Run Derby X content drop. It was structured similarly to the Prime and the Signature content drops, where there's one collection and it's only 2 cards. So a little smaller, but 17 new legends. I mean, there are some new legends in here that aren't like all-time great players, but there's some very fan favorite names in here. There was no Jose Reyes, unfortunately, no Andrew Jones, but almost everyone else in my video on Wednesday ended up being a part of this Home Run Derby X content drop. So we also got September Spotlight Drop 2, and the program reward is Tanner Bybee. And then looking at the calendar, so on Tuesday, the 23rd, we have new multiplayer program missions and a new event. We have a new conquest, and then a week from today, we have a postseason past program. Interested to see what that's about. Maybe like instead of retro finest, it's like a retro postseason card. Or cards, and then obviously September Spotlight Drop 3, and then the following Tuesday on the 30th we will be getting a Diamond Quest, which I would assume has to do with the postseason because that's the first day of the Wild Card series. So yeah, let's take a look at the Home Run Derby X program first. So there's a program, there's a showdown, and then there's a pack. That's the structure of this content, and I gotta say, this card being the end program reward is insane. I mean, look at Daniel Murphy. Obviously, Mets fans are going to be super excited to see him. 115, 120 contact, 125, 125 power, 114 vision, 64 discipline, 125 clutch. This card is just insane, and he's a completely free card to get. He's not the best defensively. He never really was that good on defense. But these are all technically like Home Run Derby cards, so they're all going to have the structure of being beasts on offense and not the best on defense. He can play second, first, and third. Like, this is just an insane card. Might even make my team, which is just crazy. Moving down the line, we have Mike Moustakas, and all these guys are new legends except for Jake Arrieta, I think, or maybe there was one other guy who's already been in the game. But Mike Moustakas, that's the great thing about this content drop, is these are all completely new players that we haven't had since they retired, or since they were last a legend, or if they were ever even a legend. Mike Moustakas, 113, 111 contact, 125, 120 power, 101 vision. Also has 64 discipline with 113 clutch. A little better defensively there. A hitter, Adam Wainwright, as a DH. He can also play left, center, and right. All around, not a bad hitter. 104, 111, 110, 104 with 111 clutch. Maxed out bunting and great defense, but not good speed in the outfield. Alex Gordon, I gotta say, the Royals theme team got absolutely blessed. He's the other non-new legend. 125, 110 contact, 101, 108 power with 114 clutch, and 99 fielding across the board, and he can play third. That's pretty cool. Michael Kadire, this is a guy who has never been a legend in MLB The Show. Maxed out stats versus lefties, maxed out clutch, great arm strength, can play 5 different positions. And then the first card is Eric Hosmer. Yeah, they basically had the entire 2015 Royals. But yeah, Eric Hosmer, 125, 110 contact, 115, 100 power, 101 vision, 125 clutch. Not the best defensively, but he's only a first baseman, so it ultimately doesn't matter as much. Taking a look at the program, there is a pack at 90 points. You have moments that, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, right? I counted that right? So the moments will get you to 45 points. There's a showdown, which will get you to 65. You could do like the pack collections, like always, which we'll get into those guys later. And then there's stat missions and there's PXP missions. One thing I want to mention, if we go to one of these hitters and we go to parallels, they have the 5x home run PXP multiplier like they did for the Moonshot Drop 1. So if you guys are grinding and you're hitting home runs, that'll really accelerate It'll really accelerate your PXP stat tracking. Let's take a look at the pack players now, as we're already here. So there are 3 tiers. There is a base tier, a mid tier, and a rare tier. So starting off with the rare tier, we have 2 guys. We have Nick Swisher and Ian Desmond, and these cards are disgusting. 116, 120 contact, 125, 105 power, 118 clutch, gold defensively, switch hitter for Nick Swisher. We have Ian Desmond. This card is disgusting, dude. 125 for contact left, power left, 121 clutch, 119, 112 versus right, solid vision, good defense, good speed. He can only play shortstop, but I think he'd be fine out of position in a couple spots. Moving on to the mid tier, we have Ryan Zimmerman, Adrian Gonzalez, and Hunter Pence. Starting off with Hunter Pence, 109, 116 contact, 105, 115 power, 109 clutch, great defensively, great speed. Adrian Gonzalez destroys righties with 125 power versus right and 113 clutch, good defensively as well. And then Mr. National Ryan Zimmerman, who is reverse split, so he's better against righties than lefties, and they did give him first base as secondary with great defense and a good arm, and he even has good speed. Moving on to the base round, we have 5 guys. We have Ryan Klesko, who was a former legend that got removed, so cool to see him back, maxed out versus righties. We have Rick Ankiel. He was a legend in MLB The Show 19, and he hasn't returned since. Wish they gave him a 2-way card, in all honesty. But this card is still pretty sick. Maxed out power versus both sides, 120 contact right, maxed out arm strength and accuracy, solid speed as well. Josh Reddick, 121, 122 contact, 125 clutch, 110, 92 power with good defense. Johnny Gomes, 116, 106 contact, 115, 125 power, 125 clutch. I mean, there's a common theme. These guys are all amazing hitters. And then lastly, we have Jeff Francoeur, who I don't think has ever been in MLB The Show. I don't remember when he retired. Maybe he was, or well, obviously he was in the game when he was playing, but I don't know if he was still playing in 2015. But 103, 125 contact, 105, 117 power, 125 clutch. Amazing defensively with an insane arm as well. Now let's move on to the collection, but first let's go over the showdown reward, which is Jake Arrieta, another out of position player, designated hitter only. He can't play anywhere in the field. 102, 125 contact, 112, 101 power, 119 clutch. Why I'm interested. I don't know why a bunch of these guys have maxed out bunting versus both sides. But he also has good fielding attributes, even though he won't be in the field unless he's out of position. So kind of a weird player build. But yeah, taking a look at the collection, the final collection reward is Ben Zobrist. And I'm so happy that he is the reward. He's a juiced switch hitting second baseman who can play 5 positions very well. This is an amazing meta card. 115, 125 contact, 115, 107 power, 105 vision, 125 discipline, 120 clutch. Like I mentioned, switch hitter. He can play well defensively in 5 positions. He could probably be out of position at third or center, and he has good enough speed for the outfield. And then collect 8, and you get Lorenzo Cain, another player from the Royals. 115, 125 contact, 100, 112 power, 95 fielding, 120 clutch, great speed as well. And then, of course, we got September Spotlight Drop 2. The program award is Tanner Bybee, 4-seam cutter, sweeper, sinker, circle change, good pitch mix, good per nines, good clutch. Does not have outlier, but he is break outlier. Great control, great break. This is a great free starting pitcher. Let's take a look at the cards in the packs while we're here. Patrick Bailey. He's the first player in MLB history to hit a walk-off grand slam and a walk-off inside the park home run in the same season, which is pretty cool. But overall, switch hitting catcher with obviously insane defense, because that's what he's known for. Michael Hellman. Wow, dude. Oh my goodness. Center fielder, can play everywhere with 99 speed, great fielding, great overall offensive numbers. The discipline is really low, though, at 36. Let's take a look at the tops now. Cards: Andrew Monasterio. Good contact versus right and clutch. Everything else is kind of meh. Blaine Krim. He's maxed out versus lefties. And then Slade Sassoni, I don't know how to say that. 81 strikeout. Case per 9 is just like not going to do it. And then the tops now is in the program. Harry Ford, good contact and clutch. And then Connolly Early, lefty starter, 96 hits per 9, only 100 clutch. I mean, these guys are pretty much all filler. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, But most importantly, make sure you subscribe on here on YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.